Hey friends, Kate from Venison for Dinner here. Something I don't do a good job at is telling you about the various offerings I have here on YouTube. I always share both them on Instagram and in my newsletter, but there's people who are just here on YouTube and aren't on other platforms. So this week, my second ebook, digital cookbook, launched, and it's called Anywhere You Go. It's, hey guys, can you go help the dog? The theme is real food, real life, packable food to go. So, you need some lunch inspo, you're struggling to find balance between homemade and being on a budget, you are tired of packing sandwiches, your family is tired of eating sandwiches in their lunch. Anywhere you go, we got food for you. Today, I'm gonna be making with you Grandpa Leighton's cheese straws. Now, to be truthfully honest, never met Grandpa Leighton's, but it's my aunt, her husband's dad. They're a super simple recipe. All you're gonna need is flour, butter, cheese, salt, water, and optional curry powder or black pepper. They come together really fast and easily, and they're a delicious little lunch snack. It's kind of hard to describe what they're like. I mean, here's a picture, but I think I just have to make them for you so you can see. Now, this calls for cheddar cheese, but really you can use any cheese that you have in your cheese drawer. Ideally, that's kind of dried out. It does better with dried out cheese. So in here, I say anything that melts and acts like a cheddar. So Gouda, Monterey Jack, Asiago. There you go. You can combine cheeses if you have like odds and ends of different ones. Today, I have a block of Asiago that's a little dried out. We'll see how these do. This recipe is quite basic to throw together. I started by grating some cheese. It was a little dried out. It took some elbow grease to grate this cheese. Then we do our flour along with a bit of butter and my spices. I did salt and curry powder. Mixed them all together so that the butter is in, small little bits like you're making biscuits, and then add in the cheese. The difference is that the butter is soft, not cold like when you're making biscuits. Although you could use cold butter, it's just one that it doesn't really matter so much. Mix the water in to make yourself a nice dough. Work it together a bit. And then we roll that baby out, aiming for about 1/4 inch thick. And then cut them basically in whatever size you want. I like them kind of this size. They're a good couple bites for a kid. They can have more, but they're not going to waste them by them being too big. Then I always make sure I get those last little bits of cheese because I don't want to waste that hard-earned made cheese. Now they're ready for the oven. While those are baking, I'm going to show you inside this ebook a bit. So this is the first one, and it's called Anywhere You Go. Well, I already told you about that. But the one thing is in the back of this book, there is a bonus bundle. Here's this grain-free granola that's delicious, and Grandma Shat's bean soup, and I'm just getting hungry just looking at this. Anyhow, when we get to the back of this book, we have some printed things that are on the blog, but then it's just nice to have them in a printed resource too. This week only, there is a bonus bundle that will disappear after this. We have plant-based lunch ideas, a gluten-free pizza, how to freeze waffles and pancakes for easy toaster waffles. There's some tricks to it, as well as other freezer cooking tips and tricks. Now this is my first ebook that launched, was it June or July 2021? And it's called Boathouse Summers. This one is all about summer food and serving others. This one has been well loved by so many people. I've gotten amazing feedback. I just love seeing all the recipes that you guys make and tag me in. This one includes stories of growing up on the beach. Anywhere you go includes stories of hunting as a child. Well, my printer was obviously not happy there. This was a little bonus bundle that was only during launch week for Boathouse Summers. Now that they're out of the oven and they're cooled down, it's time to put them away in a container or a bag. I prefer them within the first couple days. Marius will eat them for like 4 days. They're good with soup. They're good on their own. Just, you know, pack a little container for a snack and a lunch, or serve them alongside soup or stew. Mostly we just use them as snacking on. I'm gonna put them in this beeswax bag. I like this for baked goods. I had a bigger one, but it accidentally got thrown out by a house sitter. And I haven't replaced it yet, but I should, because it was awesome. It would fit 2 whole loaves of bread. But these are fairly sturdy. They don't need to be delicately in a container. There we go. I'm actually not sure if these freeze well, because they never have ever lasted long enough for us to freeze them.